Hey guys, so I'm here with scene 3, 4 and 5 of Act 3. So in this scene, Act 3 starts from Venice, a street, and in this scene we have Shylock, Salarino, Antonio and a gaoler. Gaoler is the person to whom Shylock has gone to execute the bond. So Shylock is now asking the gaoler to look to him and tell me not of mercy. This is the fool that lent out many gratis. Gaoler, look at him. So basically, this is a conversation between Shylock, Antonio, and Salarino. Now Antonio is requesting Shylock to please hear him out first. But Shylock is not at all interested in any conversation. He just wants his bond to be executed. Antonio again requests him, but Shylock again refuses, and then he says, I'll have my bond. And Salarino says that Shylock is such a typical person who is not willing to listen only. Antonio says that let him be alone. I don't care. Now I'm no more going to request Shylock to help me out or listen to me. He will do whatever he wants, and I know the reasons for which he's doing so. I know his hatred towards me, and I'm not going to speak anymore. Salarino says that I'm sure the Duke will help you out and he will not let this forfeiture happen. Antonio then says the Duke has no choice. He'll have to do what is written in the bond as per the law of Venice. So he just wants that Bassanio comes at the time of his death and sees that how Antonio is paying Bassanio's debts, and therefore he cares no more. He's basically saying that he just wants his friend to be there, and what happens to him and afterwards he does not care. So he has given up on any chance of survival here, we can see. And the scene 4, it takes place in Belmont, a room in Portia's house. So Lorenzo is praising the kind and gentle behavior of Portia in letting Bassanio go before even marrying him and agreeing to wait for him. And then he says the person you are helping out, Antonio, is also a very gentle and kind soul. Portia agrees that obviously he must have been because he's such a good friend of Bassanio. And then she says that it's in her nature to help out people and she will help whenever there is a person in need. And then she orders Lorenzo that she and Nerissa are going to stay in the monastery and are going to pray and will not be disturbed, and she will be attended only by Nerissa and nobody should disturb them, and they will wait there until their husbands Gratiano and Bassanio arrive back. So Lorenzo agrees, and she also tells him that she has already told about this request to her staff, and from now on her staff will be treating Lorenzo and Jessica in place of Bassanio and Portia. So saying this, Lorenzo agrees, and Portia wishes them all the very best, and this scene now Lorenzo exits. Jessica and Lorenzo, both of them exit. Now Portia is calling on Balthazar. Balthazar is her messenger and asking him to go in his fastest speed to Padua and meet Dr. Ballerino, who is Portia's cousin, and take whatever notes and dresses he gives to him and go fast to Venice, and she will be reaching there before him. So in his ultimate speed, Balthazar should go to Dr. Ballerino, who is staying in Padua. Now doctor here is not a medical doctor. He is a lawyer. He is an advocate. He is a doctor of law. Basically, he is a law graduate kind of person, a knowledgeable law profession. So now Balthazar leaves for Padua. Now Portia is telling Nerissa that they will be seeing their husbands very soon. Nerissa is confused that how is that going to happen. Then she tells him that they are going to be disguised as men and they are going to go to Venice and help their husbands out. She's saying that she has, while she was studying, she has observed how the young boys behave and she can easily portray the role. And then the scene here ends. And scene 5, in scene 5, we see there is a garden, and in this garden we see Lancelot and Jessica talking. Now Lancelot, as you all know, is the joker of this play, and here he is he's scaring Jessica that always the sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Whatever your father will do will come upon you ultimately. Jessica says that she would be saved by her husband who has turned her Christian. Lancelot says, truly the more to blame he. Now he's saying that we are all Christians and he is to be blamed for turning a Jew to a Christian. Then Jessica says that I'll tell whatever you're telling me to Lorenzo. You can talk to him yourself. Then Lorenzo enters and Lorenzo then says that I shall grow jealous of you shortly if thus get my wife into corners. And he's basically saying that you should stay away from my wife or else I'll be getting jealous of you. So Jessica then tells Lorenzo what Lancelot has been saying, and then he says that you are no good of the Commonwealth of Christians, for in converting Jew to Christian you raise the price of pork. Basically she's telling Lorenzo that Lancelot saying that you have done wrong in converting a Jew to a Christian, and now the prices of pork, that is pig meat, shall be raised because more people shall be eating now. Basically he talks nonsense. Lorenzo says to Lancelot that you should go and prepare for dinner, please. Lancelot says that is done, sir. Dinner is already prepared. Lancelot says that you should then go and cover the table, prepare the table for us. Lorenzo says again, he is not basically in this scene. He wants Lancelot to leave, and Lancelot is not leaving. He is giving excuses and excuses. And then finally Lancelot leaves, and then Jessica and Lorenzo are talking about Bassanio's luck, Portia. They're talking about Portia, how lucky is Bassanio to have such a gentle, such a kind lady, Portia. And Jessica is praising Portia that many other girls are nothing compared to the virtues Portia possesses. And then Lorenzo said, even basically saying that as good as Portia is a wife to Bassanio, I'm good as much as a husband. I'm such a good husband you could have. I'm a very good husband. He's basically saying that Portia is a very good wife and I am a very good husband. Jessica then says, "Nay, but ask my opinion too of that." Basically, Jessica is saying that you should take my opinion on how good a husband you are. And then Lorenzo says, "No, pray thee let it serve for table talk." And she's saying that we can discuss more of that on table while having dinner. And then the scene closes, and basically now we know that Portia has something going on in her mind, because she would be staying in the monastery and not meeting anyone. And now we have to find out, is she really going to stay in the monastery and pray? That will be coming up in further videos. So thank you so much.